Hello and welcome to another set of turns of Dominion 6. We are playing as Peren in the Slowest Blitz. We are trying to finish off Ulm on turn 81. Alright, we do some stuffs. A lot of blood hunting. There's actually no battles this turn. That's shocking. Ulm may be out of stuff to ride out against us with. We did get attacked by Knight Commanders. It's pretty funny. We did successfully finish breaching. It is darkness, which is good for us. And we just don't have to cast it, and it doesn't impact us. You can see we have locusts absolutely all over the place. Trying to knock down the Dominion. We're going to go ahead and storm. We're not going to check what's in there. We're just going to go. I don't think there should be much. Everything else that Ulm has is under siege. And he looks a little checked out. Which is, good enough for us. We're going to do a Wizard's Tower here on Strong Bay. It's quite valuable. What else? Yeah, we're going to storm. This is our lesser army, right? We have an Infernal Prison Caster, Blood Rain, some resistances, Army Regen, Marble Army, because we can't quite get to... I mean, we could, but I'm not sure why we're doing Marble Army instead of Army of Bronze, but it is what it is. Again, I don't think there's really much in here, so it should be fine. And then we're casting a bunch of spells, it looks like. Auspex, Wizard's Tower, Infernal Crusade, more Auspex. Forging Up, Witch's Ointment, Dragon Helmets, Rune Smasher. So that's neat. Turn 82, that's a pretty quiet turn. We'll get another storm. Let's roll 82. If anybody hasn't watched the Distant Horizons channel, he has some pretty hilarious... He has a scout on Ulm, and he's just every turn he logs in and goes, all right, I want to see Ulm ride out. I want to see Ulm ride out. And it's quite amusing. So we'll see if he ever does ride out. Bannerus puts up Gift of Health. Now, Gift of Health does not help with Tartarians anymore the way it used to. Here we found 3 air gems. It's pretty nice. Here is our Fort Storming in the Swamp of Solitude. Yeah, as you can see, there's nobody home. So, we lost 2 Demon Knights. It is annoying that if you lose the horse, you lose the whole knight. Like, you don't get to keep the unmounted knight. Let's see. So we did that. And Abyssia is dead, and I believe they were Dom killed. But goodbye, Abyssia. That's going to make Vanarus a free agent. So we need to be sort of on the lookout for that. We do have a nap. Although we're getting late enough in the game that sometimes those things are not as respected. We can see that Man has Tartarians. I don't remember if Asphodel has Corpse Stitcher and he stole their stuff. We can't see all their stuff, so I can't recall. But you can see we've lost Dominion in a lot of our bordering provinces. So that's not great. And we are still blood sacrificing everywhere to try and help with that. As we take, these additional thrones, that should help a lot. There's a lot of extra checks. And as we take this stuff, we can put up temples and we can start blood sacking all of this territory, which should help pump our numbers up as well. And yeah, we're going to start recruiting our Necromancer. So that's neat. And I think we're moving. Yeah, we got the Tartarian caster over here. First Tartarian is going up. So that's also neat. He is using a Robe of the Magi to do it, which is a little frightening, but you know, it is what it is. Candle check on Olm. He's got 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got 13 candles left. And we have a lot of locusts. So he's going to need to move. We should get this fight pretty soon when he rides out. But in the meantime, we're going to move on to Nirn and try and 1 turn pop that, although it might take 2 turns. And the same with Borwoods. Actually, this should be fast. You can see Olm was nice enough to build us a citadel. So we actually could have made another half a guy, which I think I just wasn't paying attention to. All right, let's go to 83. All right, there's our first Tartarian. We'll be sure to check. Let's go check out what we got. It did not immediately become a commander, and we got the Cyclops. So this is an Earth Death. For us, probably going to be a big Earth Age. Auspex misses. Apsu misses. Battle in Asphodel, where poor Asphodel's lost his capital, and he's trying to call back his god, but it's the Trinity, and so you only get 1 back at a time, so it's ultra weak, and it's just regular PD. Can't even kill the regular PD. Too bad. We got attacked by Demon Knights in the Swamp of Solitude. So now we can't get our Necromancer out or make more yet. We have to send somebody back to deal with that, which is pretty annoying. We did successfully breach Nirn, so we're going to go ahead and storm that. And let's see, Olm now has 1. 2, 4, 5, 6. Almost down to 6k. He had 13 last turn. He's 6 this turn. So if he loses as many as he lost last turn, he will be out of the game. So hopefully we'll see this big ride out, and we'll get to have our big fight, and we can make Distant Horizon happy. We are casting another Tartarian Gate, another Wizard's Tower, Raven Feast, and more Crusades. Like I said, we really have, I think, overdone it on the Demon Knights here, and would be better off with more Storm Demons. I'm going to go for Enchanted Forests to try and help with our Dominion, which is needed. It'll also help, I mean, it could help push down Olm, although I'm thinking that we'll get our big fight before then, so it won't matter. But we also are going to claim the Throne of Water. We don't have a lot of blessed troops, but the ones we do have will get +3 defense, which is nice. Throne of Misfortune, I don't know about. We have a lot of territory that I don't really feel like we need more Misfortune in. But yeah, all right, let's go to 80, 84. Maybe this will be the turn we get the ride out. 84. We claim the throne. Yeah, we claim the Throne of Water. Got another Tartarian. This time we got this Tartarian Spirit, or maybe this is the Earth Death one, and this is just Earth. I don't know. Once we give them minds again, we can find out what they're up to. But for now, I'm not sure. We go ahead and kill the Demon Knights. We brought more Demon Knights. We're gonna go ahead and storm Nirn. There is more home than last time we stormed something. There are a bunch of cubes. We did still have Infernal Prisons just in case there were, you know, any tarts in here. But it doesn't look like it. And our knights are just going to smash right in. They're currently at 26 protection. Little fairies doing their thing. We got mages routing already from Blood Rain. And the knights are in. And they're going to finish off everybody who was in here right quick. So we end up losing 1 demon knight and 1 swordsman. And in return, we got multiple lanterns. Enchantment rituals are cheaper. I don't remember if we do anything with that. I guess we can look. But we ultimately have claimed this and taken it back. We have taken this and picked up another couple gems. Any special? No special mages in here. And we're going to move on to Boar Woods, which has 1 Olmish candle. Ulm itself has 2. 3 Olmish candles left. And now there's a throne. There's a claimed throne right next to him. We do have a bunch of different locusts trying to knock him down. Right on top of the board, right on top here. So, and then where did he kill? That's Kidzin's candle. That is 2. We've got locusts as part of the sieging force trying to trying to preach down his throne, or not preach, but heretic down his throne. Which is just funny. Wizard's Tower, Tart Gate, Raven Feast, Infernal Crusade. All the same stuff. We definitely still have time. Let's go to 85. Slow splits. 85. Alright. Tart Gate. What do we get this time? Another one of these goofballs. Raven Feast for 16 death gems. Blood Slaves. We got 400 gold in Boar Woods, although it looks like we're gonna lose Boar Woods. And Ulm is Dom killed, and he never rides out. This is Boar Woods. Yeah, so that's it for Ulm. We did not get to see that big battle. Which, on the one hand, obviously is unfortunate. It would have been cool to see it. It's also unfortunate in that he had a lot of gear, and especially a lot of artifacts that we could have maybe picked up, which would have been neat. Instead, that does not happen. And so we can't get that stuff. But we do claim all of his territory. And so now we're at 5 thrones of 7 to win. And so so he's dead. We've got our first necromancer who's moving out to Ashlands to start helping these tarts out. And let's take a step back and look at what we need to do to win the game. So we need 2 more thrones. So Vanarus has 4 thrones. He's only 1 behind us. Man has 2. And the Iron Throne is going to Nabah. And now where are those thrones located? So Man has a throne on our border. So with 230 knights, by the way. So that's spooky. It's very spooky. Other thrones are here, which, that's a 3-turn march from one of our forts. Where are the other thrones? There's one here, which is a 4-turn march, or 4-turn march, but through multiple forted enemies. There's a bunch of thrones underground, and we just have no underground presence at all. You can see all, there's 3 thrones down here. And so those are going to be really hard for us to get. And so basically, there's one here, which is, for us, might as well be on the other side of the planet. So, for us, there's basically 3 thrones that are within somewhat striking distance, right? This one is certainly in striking distance and is in fact very close. We could get that one pretty easily. But then either of these is going to be a slog to get to. Especially these, it's not a huge deal for us. These lands are mostly depopulated, right? Because this is Asphodel, or Asphodel stuff. So, going to be a lot of dead, populationless provinces. So there's starvation risks in here. But at least if we attack Man, we could get the last 2. And so, yeah, that's kind of where the question is, as I think we have to fight Man next. Which is definitely spooky. Our Demon Knight should do better against the kind of armies I think he's going to have, although we know that he has tarts as well. But we've definitely learned some lessons fighting Ulm's tarts that we can potentially bring to bear against Man stuff. But Man is, his Knights of Avalon are quite powerful. The thrones he has don't do anything for the Knights specifically. Obviously, they increase his capabilities overall, so they increase Knight capabilities, but they aren't expressly giving him bonuses. I think our hope is that we can get Nabah and Vanarus to fight so that we can fight Man, I think is our best bet. Asphodel is not dead, but there's not really, doesn't really look like there's much of them left. We know they don't have their capital, so they're definitely on the way. They're extremely close to being out. So yeah, we need to tighten up our scripting because it's been piss poor, and prepare probably to fight Man and decide if we need anything else to fight Man, or if we're ready to just go. And so yeah, we ultimately lost, I don't know, we lost like 10 Demon Knights and a handful of mages fighting Ulm. It mostly just cost gems and time. We took very, very few real troop losses. Some of that was lucky, like picking off his Meteorite Stormcaster before I got to do anything, in what I should have been able to have a real response. I could have put Storm Demons on attack rear. Right, they fly in storms, they could have dealt with it, or I could have put my Storm Staff on a scout when I didn't think he was going to fight me, although that was obviously risky. So that'd be pretty risky sitting on his capital when he could, ride out at any time. But yeah, so just a lot of opportunities for this all to have been played better. But we did ultimately take it, and we're gonna get some tarts, hopefully. So go ahead and call it an episode here with the fall of Ulm. Mostly more Demon Knights. You can see we've got another lot of Demon Knights. But there's 10 or what? Oh goodness, there's 150. And then there's 300. Plus however many are chilling. Plus another 66 that were up here. So we've got 366 Demon Knights in the capital. Plus another contingent. Oh, it's all, that's all crap. The birds and the Demon Knights look similar from zoomed way out. We're gonna go move some of these Demon Knights though. We're gonna start to try and garrison our thrones up a little better, just so that nothing, untoward happens to them. So, and we're gonna try and work on our Dominion. Yeah, when we lost this one, we have a temple here and we lost Dominion over it. Like, Dios mio. It's insane. We can see a large army of mostly garbage, but here on our border with Vanarus, probably blood hunting. We can't see. Nabah could strike, as Nabah has Veil Army, so they could get us at any time. I definitely forgot about and should have been making better use of this guy and his Veil Army capability, although you need a lot of them to successfully Bale army a real army, but would have been an option. Okay. Well, I will call it there. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll hope to see you all in the next one. Have a great day.